Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. A lot of things going on in the show tonight, um, especially, of course, the kickoff to the Best of 5 series match, which we will get to and review on that. But what was going on in Impact tonight, though, especially after happened last week and the start of the Mexico tapings? What did we have tonight on Impact, though? What was going on tonight? And a lot was going on, but we did kick it off with the show. After just a little quick recap video, we kicked it off with Josh Alexander versus Hijo del Vikingo, or Vikingo they called him. First off, of course, the AAA stars were very over on this show. Well, it's Mexico and everything, so people know who these guys are. I don't know a lot about Vikingo, and I've seen him a couple times on here, but I gotta say, this match was really fun to watch. I don't know a lot about this guy, but you want to talk about some high-flying stuff. Now, I'm sure people are going to call this guy Spot Fest or whatnot, but I want to see more of him. And this match worked very well with Josh Alexander, because the stuff he does, Vikingo, it's hard to really even name some of the moves, but just crazy, just springboard missile drop kicks, or insane dives outside the ring. One thing I thought that looked cool was like he went off the ropes and it's like he kind of spun around a little and still hit like a Hurricane Rana on him, which looked insane. Like Vikingo was just like going nuts out there. Okay, I liked it, and Alexander was very dominant in the match too, taking down Vikingo and whatnot. But I don't know, just something about this guy was just going nuts, because he ended up taking down Ethan Page also during the match. But one thing, and I thought this was like one of the coldest things ever I've never really seen before, nothing outside the ring, right? And Alexander Irish whips Vikingo. Vikingo like just goes towards the barricade, jumps on the barricade, jumps on the next barricade into the crowd perfectly, and flips it into a moonsault. That shit looked cold, okay? That was some cold ass shit this guy did, and I loved it, okay? It was insane. Him just hitting the double knees, going for the 450 splash and whatnot. It looked pretty crazy. Alexander pretty much countered, though. He did counter the Hurricane Rana, hit him with the power bomb and whatnot. Vikingo, he pretty much ended up winning with a rolling him back up, because I think like kind of like a reverse roll up thing and whatnot, after he tried to go for a power bomb. I didn't think Vikingo was gonna win this match, but I gotta say, this guy made a believer out of me tonight. I've probably seen him on here before and I didn't really care, but the crowd was really into this guy. Like I said, they know who he is, because most likely Mexico and in AAA. I don't know much about him, but I've been hearing some good things, and now I'm hearing a lot more. So somebody needs to sign this guy, okay? He's good, real good. I'm sure people are going to say maybe a spot monkey or whatnot after watching this, but I'm like, dude, he wasn't bad. He wasn't that bad out there, because I'm sure a lot of people saying, Impact, sign this guy, get some bookings for this guy in the U.S. Come on, he would fit perfectly killing it in PWG right now. I didn't know what title he had. I know a lot of these guys had AAA titles, so I don't know what they are or whatnot when they came out with them. But this Vikingo, though, that was great. Him and Josh Alexander had a very good match, but the shit that guy was just doing, and I don't know if I missed any other moves or whatnot he did during the match, but the stuff he did was just crazy. It was insane. All right, the guy was just going all over the place. So I was just surprised they had one of the tag team champions pinned by this guy. You kind of just think Alexander was gonna go over, but I guess I gotta get some of the AAA guys over themselves. So we'll see what happens from this. But I definitely enjoyed it. Moose cut a promo in the back talking about the reason why he lost that match last week was because of Rhino against Taurus, yes, the Minotaur bull or whatnot. So that happened. The Rascals went against Pagano and Murder Count. Pagano and Murder Count were very over. They've been here before. Have you seen them? The match was okay with the Rascals. The Rascals ended up getting the win. Well, Dez and Wentz a swanton, and Dez with the final flash, freaking big corkscrew on him. A good match though, I will say that. Like I said, Pagano and Murder Clown were very over. Of course, like I said, a lot of AAA stars were, but the Rascal still went over. Michael Elgin talked about his match for the best of 5 series tonight. Moose went against Taurus. Not a bad match. It was okay. I thought it was somewhat better than the triple threat they did last week with Rhino and whatnot, but very enjoyable match. Moose ended up getting the win, which because he was pinned last week by Taurus, so Moose did get in the win after they had some back and forth towards the end. Moose ended up throwing him into the turnbuckle. Moose hit him with the spear then for the win, but then right after, Rhino came out and gored Moose, which I'm assuming this is still a feud. I thought it would have been over after Hard to Kill and whatnot, but for some reason this feud is still going on with both of these guys right now. But a very enjoyable match though between Moose and Taurus. Very good. Who else? Eddie Edwards, of course, cut a promo about Michael Elgin tonight. Talking about it was hard to kill him. He got him at hard to kill, but now he's going to get him again tonight. Okay, Joey Ryan. I guess he cut this promo because RVD said, what did RVD say about him last week? That he was an embarrassment to wrestle, or if he had to wrestle him, or just an embarrassment to wrestling. Either way, this is all true, and I feel like that was a shoot. And Joey Ryan said, it's another legend talking bad about Joey Ryan and talking about my name. So he looked up to him and whatnot, and everything, but RVD wants to just talk bad about, which I still think that's a shoot. No, it's true. Joey Ryan is not really good in general, and I really, like I said, Van Dam really said he's an embarrassment. Come on, who wants to wrestle the fucking dick guy, for God's sakes? Okay, it's fucking stupid. But then Joey Ryan said that your girl Katie, she wants to touch it. So I guess this is a feud now, because I guess RVD's got enough other person to face right now. So I guess they gotta throw the dick guy out there, because I do believe something. Well, I know they're in the inside joke of it in a way, and they know about this shit. That's why they had that wrestlers court or whatnot with Joey Ryan. But Van Dam, I felt that was a shoot. He said like he's an embarrassment or an embarrassment to wrestle or whatnot, because he's just gonna do the same fucking thing over and over. So I'm not gonna go into a long rant about Joey Ryan. You already know how I feel about it, and I still say that dick shit's fucking stupid. And anybody that says something bad about him, it sounds like a shoot half the time. It really does, especially on TV. So, yeah, Joey Ryan, can kind of most likely fuck off for all I care. Like I've said in the past, I don't really want to see a feud with him and Van Dam. So, like I said, it sounded like a shoot, RVD said. Number 1 contenders match, titles on commentary, Jordan Grace, Madison Rain, Kiera Hogan. Not a bad triple threat, but come on, you knew Jordan Grace was going to win this match, okay? Never saw Kiera or Madison Rain win, and of course they argued with each other and whatnot. Jordan picked up Madison Rain's like electric chair. Kiera tried to pull it back in, but dropped Madison and, pretty much bringing Kiera down and off the ropes and everything. Jordan hit the Grace driver for the win. Like I said, Ty was on commentary. She was pretty good, I'll say that. Here on commentary and whatnot. She's healing everything, but wasn't bad. But of course, Jordan was gonna win. So come on, she was gonna be the obvious choice to win this match. I never saw the other two winning. So Jordan Grace has a number 1 contenders match for the Knockouts Championship right now. But at least we'll finally get a one-on-one from this. Next, Ace Austin was kind of promo in the back saying that Ace is up, that he's done with Trey Miguel. He's beaten him 2 times. But then he talked about how he beat the world champion, also Tessa Blanchard. So he wants a match next week against, I guess, her. Or, well, after last week's match, he wants a match. So I don't know if the match is next week or not. But I guess he wants a shot because he feel like he's on top of the world right now. The Mac was on his phone until Johnny Swinger come out talking about partners and everything. But Mac's like, nah, man, listen, I liked you back in the day in ECW, you were cool. But now you just some old creepy dude right now. I don't want to be your partner. My partner is Rich Swann, okay? So, yeah, you can go on somewhere. I'm not helping you. And Swinger says, I used to be cool. I don't like I don't know that much about Giant Swinger, nor did I really know he was in ECW back then. I had to look that up. So I didn't know how long this guy was around. And Mac was like, I don't want to do this, man. I ain't doing it, all right? TJP has some new gear for Follow By. Follow By wasn't really going for it. I guess he couldn't fit it all the way. And, he says, this guy 30 years old and wears Jordans, and you're going against Vikingo next week. And yes, I am, and I'm going to be able to hand it. Which I felt was funny. He tried to shake his hand, and Ba had his hand out, so he finally came back and shook his hand in. After that, after holding a long pause and whatnot, Daga and Dr. Wagner Jr. went against Reno Scum. Dr. Wagner's son, or one of his sons, was out there with him. This match was okay. I still don't think people really care about Daga like that. Dr. Wagner, I don't mind seeing out there. Or whatnot. I don't know everything. I've seen Dr. Wagner Jr. live. I think I saw him at Bound for Glory, I remember. So he wasn't that bad or anything. I know Daga hit the win on him. Reno Scum, I like Reno Scum, but I don't know. This match was just kind of random out there to have or whatnot. And then what happened after? Oh, I didn't even know that was even OVE when they came out, because I didn't know what Madman Fulton even looked like right now. So I guess I wouldn't say his look has changed, but I guess his hair changed. I did not know that was OVE. They ended up beating up Dr. Wagner and Daga as Reno Scum was holding his son. And I like that kind of finish they did. What Fulton, he had like a torture rack, and the Chris Brothers had like a neck breaker, and like holding his leg, taking down Wagner Jr. No Sammy Callahan. Now I know we saw one of those things. If you see throughout the night, the video kind of crackles a little, whatnot, with a logo that's to do with Callahan. But we have still not seen Sammy Callahan. We saw OVE, but no Callahan involved one way or another. So I don't know what's going on with that. But Callahan has still not appeared to show up 2 weeks now on Impact. But we're still seeing these mystery, somewhat, not mystery video, but quick subtle things of some, like a logo during a lot of tonight's show, just like last week. And I'm sure it's going to continue on until we see Sammy, but we only saw OVE tonight. But in the main event, though, Michael Elgin versus Eddie Edwards in the best of 5 series. What's going on? It's nothing really to say bad about these two. These guys always put on some great to solid matches, and this was another example. I know they got to go through 5 of them, so I don't think they want to give away everything, but there was some insane stuff out there, like Elgin damn near dropping Eddie Edwards on his head and hitting multiple German suplexes that looked insane. Of course, these guys are going to have these chop battles and elbow battles that look freaking crazy. Eddie hitting a big lariat, then a tiger driver then for a 2 count. He got him to the top rope, but Michael Elgin hit like a big Death Valley driver onto the ground then, which looked insane. He had pinned him, but he put Eddie into like a crossface, then flipped it over, and it's like he kept beating him with his elbow, because that was a lot of Elgin throughout this match, hitting Eddie with his elbow until he took his elbow pad off finally and just started beating it until the referee had to stop the match and he passed out. Basically, he did not tap out, he passed out. So Michael Elgin walks away with the first win of this best of 5 series matches. I don't know how long they're going to stretch. Well, it's a best of 5, but how they stretch this out, I don't know. They'll probably go through all 5 matches for all I care. But all I know, in this not title match, but in this series, I guess still for that Call Your Shot Gauntlet trophy or whatnot, to see when one of them gets a title shot or whatnot. But these two always put on great matches. Hopefully, I don't want to say they held too much back, but I think it's best still keep them good or whatnot, but you know, kind of save them up as more them keep going till you get to the finals of this thing, and then just go all out and insane in the final of this best of 5. But another strong match from both of these guys in general. Always enjoyable to watch. Like I said, their match at Hard to Kill was great, and the one that kind of had that last tape in New York was pretty good too. But the one at Hard to Kill was very fun to watch. Crowd was into it too. Like I said, better crowd this time in Mexico, I will say that. They're really hyped for some stuff. I still think it's mostly because the AAA wrestlers were there, and that's why a lot of people knew who they were. But this was still a very better show. I just thought the crowd was actually more lively, or maybe, I don't know, the audio. I don't know what's going on with that, but it looked like the crowd was more into this match, and they did enjoy it in general, and the show itself. So it was actually some positives a lot of positives out of Impact tonight, if you ask me. I enjoyed that Vikingo guy. The main event was really great in this best of 5 series. Whatnot. Um, he's still hyped. Trying to see what she's still hyped around on this show. Kind of like I said, a lot of matches against AAA wrestlers. Jordan Grace, number one contender. Moose B. Taurus. OVE, Rick Wagner Jr. It wasn't a bad show, I will say that. It was pretty good. I'm trying to look at the notes real quick if I missed anything. Rascals. It was actually, like I said, it was a solid show. It wasn't bad. A little bit better than next week. I know it's not a pay-per-view coming around, but at least they had some good things going on in the show night, so it wasn't, that bad or whatnot. One thing I guess I forgot to mention was the Rosemary and Susie part. I guess it's going to be a match to them next week. I am so lost on this whole Undead Realm thing or whatnot. I don't know what to think anymore. Susie's just lost in a dark room, and Rosemary says, you know you are. Let's see. Let's test you out next week. Here's your gear. I guess you got it as a gift as a gear, and we'll see what happens next week. What Susie end up walking away with. So we'll see what goes from that. Because James Mitchell can never keep up with this girl every week. Why do you keep bringing her around if she keeps getting lost? And now Rosemary's able to find her. So I don't even know how long this story's been going on, Rosemary. Because honestly, I just feel like Rosemary's got nothing other than this right now. And I don't know, man. Something about Rosemary. Still like Rosemary, but a lot of it's just gone down. Since this Undead Realm thing has been going on for a while, and it has been a lot of positives. Hopefully, this thing does end soon, so we can move Rosemary into something more important. Maybe back in a title hunt if necessary, because I think the Susie thing is not bad too, without the Sue Young, but it's Sue Young either way. But something about it is just, I don't know if it's going too long or something. It's just not, which hasn't clicked that much, but I don't know, something about it, just wondering how long can it keep going with this not Undead Realm, but just this whole Sue Young thing. I kind of wonder myself sometime, but apparently they have a match next week, so maybe it will be something interesting in this story, hopefully, because it's losing its steam with Havoc and whatnot. Being Rosemary's not helping much either, so yeah. Other than that, though, that is my review of Impact Wrestling tonight. Pretty good show, pretty solid. I enjoyed it, so it wasn't really that bad if you ask me. But other than that, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about Impact tonight. Follow me on Twitter at Hood9090. Comment, subscribe, blah, 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 etc., etc. Any review, please check that up right now. Like my Royal Rumble 2020 review that is uploaded online right now, audio version podcast. Me and my friend Kyle did it 2 hours. Check that out, Raw, or any other review that is posted up online right now. So other than that, I will see you guys later. I'm out. Peace.